Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the First Family of Las Vegas' Daily Free Winner Show, brought to you by the best website on the planet, your one-stop sports betting shop, Sports Memo. We have a great show for you today, guys. We have an all-star panel. It is Friday, so we want to make sure you go into the weekend with a bankroll, and I've got just the panel to do it for you. Let's bring them on. It's a good-looking bunch. We've got Jesse the Body Schule, a pioneer of sports betting industry, Ross Benjamin, and the new kid on the block, Jeff Michaels. Jesse, good morning.
Good morning, Joe.
Ross, good morning. I see you got the sunglasses on.
Yeah, well, I saw you and Dionne with it, so the sun is heading my way as well. I might as well put them on.
Ross, we are in vacation mode.
My
buddy.
dad
I'm
always
telling you
told me,
now.
when you're amongst stars, act like a star. So I'm trying.
Absolutely. Act as if. Jeff Michaels, good morning to you. How you doing there, buddy?
Good. I didn't get the memo. I got a million pairs of sunglasses and none of them within arm's reach, unfortunately.
Well, I've got to tell you something. You guys, you got a tough act to follow. We mentioned a few days ago on the Full Count Show in the afternoon, I had Ronald Kabang on. I told him we're going to do a pajama party on Thursday morning. He showed up in pajamas. I love it. I love it. I love it. Jesse, we were going to have you on. We had to X Jesse out because he showed up in the waiting room before the show. He says he sleeps in his birthday suit, so we could not put him on. I love you, Jesse. Jesse, I love you. Jesse's a trooper, guys. Not feeling too well today, so we want to wish him great wishes. Also, before we get into anything else, our good friend, Dr. Chuck. We have a new addition to the Sports Memo family.
We do.
Dr. Chuck, his lovely wife, he already has, I believe, 3 beautiful girls.
Yes.
3 beautiful girls. Just had a boy a few days ago. He is beautiful. God bless Dr. Chuck. We wish you all the love and just everything, happiness and health.
He's the most beautiful,
He is beautiful
baby I have ever seen in my entire life.
He is gorgeous.
He is just absolutely beautiful. I just want to squeeze him and give him kisses, and I wish he was here so that I can just snuggle him.
Take it easy, dear. Last time it felt like that, 9 months later we had Joey. So no more. The pipes are shut.
I know.
I love you.
I'm getting baby fever.
I know. Well, listen, with all respect, I'd rather you get a regular fever than baby fever. I love you. That's done, baby. That's done. We're not gonna have 26 years between babies. It ain't happening. I'll be outside throwing a baseball with my kid with a walker. No way. Sports fans, before we give out free winners for today's card, we have a few announcements we're very excited about. First of all, we want to thank you all. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have hit 5,000 subscribers on the Sports Memo YouTube channel. So we want to thank you, each and every one of you that watch us, that subscribe. We love you. We adore you. For those new people out there, I've got a question for you. Do you like the content? I know you do. And you don't even know what we got going on for football, some of the most exciting things in the history of sports betting we have going on. So for the new people out there, I'm not going to rest on that 5,000 milestone laurel. We want 10,000 subscribers by football end, and you can help us get there. Hit that subscribe button. We are going to bring you the best, the most exciting, some of the newest, I can't tell you, the cutting edge
Very
there is
exciting news coming.
in video content coming in football. We've got some great stuff. Hit that subscribe button. Sports fans, a couple quickies, and who doesn't like a morning quickie? I know Jesse, Ross, and Jeff are all married. We all like morning quickies, guys. Secondly, as you can see, Dionne and I are already in vacation mode. All right, listen to me. I have suntan lotion on, zinc oxide on the nose. We're ready to go. This is our last First Family broadcast of the month. Okay, Dionne and I are taking a small vacay. Even God rested. He took a Sunday, guys. So give the First Family a couple of weeks. I'll talk to you later about the MLB show. I am doing the MLB show later today. But after today, we are not doing Dionne and I are not going to be doing any video content for the next few weeks. Okay, there'll be some announcements on Twitter. And I know our great producer, Chris, is going to have something for me to read later today on the MLB Full Count Show. So having said that, you can still depend on Dan and myself, who are, by the way, number 1 and number 2 on every leaderboard at Sports Memo right now. That's the first time in the history of the D'Amico name 2 D'Amicos are up in marquee lights, and it doesn't say at large, wanted, apprehended, across it. I'm telling you now, I'm so happy. So you can still depend on Dan and myself to provide premium and free winners at sportsmemo.com. So go over there, but we are going to take a little time off. Dionne?
Yes.
We are going to go see Machine Gun Kelly tonight.
Yes.
We're going to dress in pink.
Yes, we are, because it's the Pink Tour.
We're going to go see Machine Gun Kelly tonight. We've got Journey tomorrow night.
We do.
Then we're going to hook up with our producer, Chris, and Lexi. That's our Detroit crew, the best staff in the history of this business. Chris and Lexi are coming out. We're going to do some video content. But We're going to take a look and see our good friends, Doug Leffervich, Anna Rose, John Shaw. Some of the best magicians in the world. They got a great show. It's a late night show. So we're going to be probably half in the bag. We're going to have a lot of fun for
and
that.
Who doesn't love some weird
magic?
late night magic.
Late night magic when you're a little tipsy is great. And then we're going to see, then Sunday we're going to dinner. So we got some great stuff. So we wanted to tell you all about that. Dionne has a discount. Then we're going to get into today's free winners, guys.
That's right. So we do have that amazing discount going on right now. 50% off all daily packages, $25 or more. This runs all the way through the end of July. And I also want to do a congratulations to you and I.
Yes.
I know we killed it, must I say. We went 5-0 the last 2 days with 5% releases. So congratulations to you, hubby.
Congratulations to you, darling. I love, like I said, I've never seen the D'Amico name anywhere that didn't say, wanted, apprehended, at large, have a bounty under them. So I'm proud of you. And it's nice to see the D'Amico name up there, guys. I love it. But one thing that our panel today is no stranger to, and that's being a leaderboard fixture. Jesse Schule, Ross Benjamin, and Jeff Michaels are all over the Sports Memo leaderboards. So without any further ado, because you know how much I hate to do, all right, we're going to go to a pioneer and the best-looking guy in sports betting. He is a leaderboard fixture. He's doing great work all over in multiple sports, guys. And I want you to know, I give a lot of praise to guys I respect. And I think I respect Ross as much or more than anybody in the industry. Ross, walk it like he talk it. He hasn't been winning for a week or a month or a season or 2 seasons. He's been doing it for decades. And when you do something once or twice, you're lucky. Do it for decades like Ross Benjamin, and I'm going to tell you, you are a cut above everybody else in this business. Ross has got some exciting things he'd like to tell you about on the premium side that he's got for sale over at Sports Memo. And he's also got another free play winner. Ross, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Joe. You're too kind, and I appreciate all the accolades you give me on a weekly basis. You're about the most entertaining guy there is when it comes to hosting sports betting shows, and I'm so proud and glad to be aboard here with you guys. The thing with the sunglasses, let me be honest here. You talked about all the exciting things that are coming up at Sports Memo and Wager Talk Media, and we received a long email from Johnny Detroit yesterday, a very encouraging one, bringing us up to speed on all the exciting things about come up. But boy, oh boy, it was nothing short of war and peace. And I didn't get any sleep because by the time I got done, I was exhausted. Anyway, the Chicago White Sox at the Minnesota Twins, 8:10 p.m. Eastern Time start. It'll be Michael Kopech for the Chicago White Sox and Devin Smeltzer for the Minnesota Twins. Right now, as we speak, the Minnesota Twins minus 135 over at Heritage, and the total in this game, 9.5. Kopech, over his last 5 starts, this guy got off to a great start to the year, but he's really hit the wall over his last 5 with a 6.15 ERA, a 156 whip. There's that term that Joe loves. And more concerning is the fact that over those 5 starts, he allowed 8 home runs in 26 1/3 innings pitched. And folks, that's absolutely horrible. And it certainly raises a red flag, especially when you consider the fact that he only allowed 2 home runs in his first 12 starts and 8 over his last 5. And he's going to be facing a Minnesota Twins team that has hit 17 home runs over their last 8 games. Kopech has made 1 start versus Minnesota this year, came on July the 5th. He only lasted 4 2/3 innings, gave up 6 earned runs and 4 home runs. Minnesota has won 5 of the 7 versus the White Sox this year. And Devin Smeltzer, 5 starts at home this year and a 2.10 ERA and 0.83 whip, averaging 6 innings pitched per start. The Twins bullpen had a little bit of difficulty last night in that 12-2 blowout loss. But by the way, Joe, I had the White Sox plus 146 at Sports Memo last night. So when I went 2-1, so keep that in mind. I'm coming back and going against them tonight. I am going with the Minnesota Twins minus 133 over the Chicago White Sox. And folks, you can go to my page at Sports Memo, hit the experts tab up there on the top of the page, find Ross Benjamin, hit it. All my updated streaks are right there. Major League Baseball top plays of 4% or better are making a killing. Finished college football on a 39-28 run. Month of July, all my packages, 3-game packages, only $25. 5 and 10 unit plays, only $35. You can get it right there at sportsmemo.com.
My friends, he is a pioneer of the sports betting industry. Ross Benjamin says, take the Twins. They are a winner. He made a believer out of me. I know he made a believer out of you. Go over to Sports Memo right after the show and go follow the rock star. He is the John Bon Jovi of the sports betting industry. And I mentioned John Bon Jovi for 3 reasons. He's good looking. He's been doing it successfully for years. And he's Italian. Now, I want to know, us Italians, we have an advantage.
And I've been living on a prayer for a long time now.
I love it, and he even knows the songs. That was a good one, Ross. Guys, go follow Ross because he is a winner. He's been doing this for decades. Ross, I know you got to take off. Probably jump on a helicopter, go get a private jet, go to the south of France, go hang out with some models. I love you, Ross. We love you. Good luck this weekend, and Ross will be back in a few weeks when we start our show back up. He's out. I love Ross. Now, guys, we are very, very, very excited. Dionne and myself, take it easy. We're not having any more babies. I told you at the top of the show. We are very. Stop looking at me like that.
Another puppy.
Maybe another puppy. All right, I'll go with a puppy. They're easier than kids. We are very excited. Dionne and I are doing very well. You know, when you see one D'Amico on the leaderboard, you always see at least one D'Amico there. When you see both of them, we're the top couple guys on the 3-day, the 7-day, the 30-day, the MLB, the overall. Dionne's killing it still with WNBA. She's doing great. She's doing some great work over at Sports Memo. She's got some things she'd like to tell you about tonight, maybe over the weekend. And she has another free winner for you. Dionne, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Right now, I am 7-0 the last 7 days in MLB with a profit of $32.56. As a lifelong sports bettor, there is nothing more exciting to me than starting the day off with a morning moneymaker. And that's just what I'm going to do today for you in baseball. So get my MLB morning moneymaker and start your day off with a big win. It's posted right now over at Sports Memo for just $15. And then also make sure that you come back to the website later this afternoon to get my WNBA winner. Excuse me. And I'm going to keep this one, as my hubby likes to say, short and sweet.
I love you.
So for today's free play takes place in the National League, where the Philadelphia Phillies take on the Miami Marlins at Lone Depot Park in game 1 of the series. The Phillies have been struggling lately, losing 4 straight games. And those 4 losses were all on the road. Can you believe that?
Amazing.
Horrible. Miami, on the other hand, has won 3 of their last 4 games. Today, Kyle Gibson and Sandy Alcantara are scheduled to starters today. Gibson, he is 4-3 with a 4.53 ERA, and in his 3 career starts against Miami, he is 0-2 with a 6.50 ERA. Horrible. Alcantara, 9-3 with a 1.73 ERA, and in his 12 career starts against Philadelphia, he is 6-4 with a 3.03 ERA. To me, Alcantara has been the best pitcher in baseball this season, and with him on the mound, it's going to be a huge, huge problem for the Phillies today. Okay. This line is a little bit higher than I like to lay. Normally, I like to stay around $1.40. It is a little bit higher than I like to play, but I'm still going to go ahead and take the Marlins here.
First Lady of Vegas is take the Marlins. She's killing on free plays, paid releases. She is killing it right after the show. Go over to Sports Memo. Take advantage of these great customer appreciation discounts they receive that are unrivaled. No other sports betting website in this industry, guys, puts out customer appreciation discounts like Sports Memo. Take advantage. Go follow Dionne. She's a winner. Let's bring back both Jesse and Jeff. Guys, it is Friday. It is a laid-back day. It is our last First Family show for a few weeks. I'm honored to be here with both of you. Let's go with who is up next. I think Jeff Michaels is up next. I think
we're going to go with
Let's
Jeff
go with
Michaels
Jeff Michaels. Guys, Jeff Michaels, we have a lot of fun with because he's got a great sense of humor. Jeff and I know I'm very excited. I know Dionne's excited. We are the only husband-wife team in the history of this business. And Jeff and his dad, Ralph, who everybody knows the godfather of sports betting over at Wager Talk, we have plans in the works for a football show. We're going to be calling it Family Affair, where Jeff, his father, Dionne, and myself are going to be on every week. We're going to have some special guests from the Wager Talk and Sports Memo families. But we're going to be giving out some free stuff in college, free stuff in pro football. So be on the lookout for that. We'll have some announcements in a few weeks. I'm excited about that, Jeff. It's going to be a lot of fun. As you know, Dionne and I, we put on our game face every day for this show. Not every morning are we harmonious like most married couples. But I will tell you that, having you and your dad, Dionne, and I, It's going to be fun. We're going to have some laughs. Might have some heated debates. I'm not talking between us and you guys, between me and her, and between you and your dad, which we know happens.
It's
You know,
gonna-
it's funny, sports fans. My father, Jeff, is a respected horse player. He is still to this day, and we've been out of Atlantic City 35 years, 32 years. He's still ranked the 7th highest rated player in the history of Atlantic City on the crap tables. My father is not a gambler. He gambles. There's a big difference. Somebody that gambles and a gambler. My father is a gambler. I want you to know. And my father and I, although we love sports, we like the greatest of all time. We agree on in every sport, except but when we talk about today's sports stuff, we can never agree. It can usually turn into one of us breaking a wall. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Do you agree, Jeff? It's going to be fun?
Absolutely. Started way back when I was doing it. I'm just proving I could do it too, and proving I knew what was up at 7 and 8 years old betting against my dad.
Well, I will tell you this, it's not a tough, there are easier acts to follow than your dad, but I will tell you, you're holding your own. You're doing great work at Sports Memo. We're honored to have you on this show. I know you've got some exciting things happening tonight and maybe over the weekend for all our viewers out there. And I know you got another free winner. Jeff, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I'm excited, guys. I may not be quite on that 7-0, the 5-star run we were talking about earlier from the first family over there, but dating all the way back to July of last year, I've hit over 70% of my money line 5-unit plays, and I got another one up there for you on the site on Sports Memo. So plenty of good options to go check out, plenty of deals, plenty of other cappers, but make sure you check out that 5-unit play that I got going tonight. But as far as free plays, I'm looking at this Colorado game taking down Pittsburgh. I mean, you look at the starting pitching matchup with Marquez. When you look at his history against Pittsburgh, he's 5-1 with a 1.76 ERA, and the team's also 5-1 in his 6 starts. But he's also a perfect 9-0 in the second half of the season after the 81 game mark against teams hitting 245 or under in the last 2 years. And Quintana's on the mound for Pittsburgh, who's just continued to struggle. And in his career in the second half of this season, he's just 3-12 on the road against teams that are losing by a half a run or more, which Colorado actually is. But Pittsburgh's coming off that heartbreaker in extras yesterday, and they're just 3-22 in the last 2 years on the road after the bullpen blew a save. And they're just 3-23 after back-to-back losses of 2 runs or less in the last 3 years. And they're losing those games by over 3.5 runs on average. But you look, they're just 2-9 after their last 11 extra inning losses, and they're allowing over 6 runs a game. And with their manager Shelton at the helm, they're just 3-17 on the road against NL teams allowing 5 or more runs. And then you look at Colorado, who's been hot, and nobody scores more runs in their home field, than a team like Colorado. But they're 6-2 in their last 8, and 2 of their best splits apply tonight. They're hitting 283 at home this year, and they're hitting 279 against left-handed pitchers. They got both situations going for them, not to mention that struggling left-handed pitcher. But Colorado's 38-17 this year, or in the last 2 years, against teams under 500. And they're 5-1 in the last 6 at home after a win as a dog. So they're coming off that upset loss yesterday in San Diego, and I had a winner with them yesterday on that run line. They won straight up, but I see them winning again tonight.
Sports fans, Jeff Michaels, who's doing great works over at Sports Memo, says Rockies, another winner tonight. Guys, go follow Jeff after this show. I'm going to tell you now, this 50% off all access daily pack is just amazing. Go follow Jeff. He's a winner. You follow him, you'll be a winner too. Now, I want to tell you guys, our batting cleanup today is our power hitter. And he's one of my favorite people in the world, let alone in this business. And he's been winning for decades. I know he's a humble guy. We have fun. We have a lot of, but he's a humble guy. I want you to know how good he is in the summer. A lot of people this time of year, sports gets, I don't want to say idle, but it slows down a bit. Hockey's over, NBA's over. We're around the corner from the All-Star break. We've got college football in about a month and a half. NFL. Now the preseason starts in a few weeks, but the NFL season, about 6 weeks away, give or take. It gets a little idle, and people call it the dog days of summer. Our kids are off. They're at home. They're bored. The weather's getting hot, maybe humid where you live. but I want you to know who has a cure for that, the Iceman. Jesse Schule turns up the heat in July and August. His record, the last 3 years in July and August, get this, 269 and 179. $100 bettors, if you follow him just those 2 months a year, are up $23,307. While some cappers focus strictly on MLB, Jesse does not leave any money on the table. He's one of the best in the business, both the CFL football and Major League Soccer. Jesse offers all his money-making moves on his Dog Days of Summer special offer. You can get an access pass through Labor Day weekend for only $199. This is valued at just under $500, $497. So beat the heat this summer and join the Iceman and this limited time promotion available right now at Sports Memo. Having said that, Jesse, Dan and I always, you're a regular on this show a couple days a week. We have you on the Full Count show often. You are as entertaining as you are informative, but the big word there is informative because you give great content. And I'll tell you what, I see your free plays winning and streaking. I see your premium plays in multiple sports, particularly this time of year, all over leaderboards. But guys, I got to tell you, not just July and August is Jesse a winner. Go back and look at his college and pro football over a year, 2 years, 5 years, a decade. He makes you big money. So take advantage of that discount they're offering right now and go into football season with a bankroll. Follow the Iceman. Jesse, it is Friday. You got some exciting things you want to tell everybody about on the premium side, and you got another free winner. The floor is yours, Mr. Jesse Schule.
Well, thank you for the kind words, Joe. And I'd like to also thank the wonderful people in the Sports Memo office, the Sports Memo and Wager Talk family. All the people in the office have been very kind to me of late and overall, really. And speaking of not leaving any money on the table, I do have a play on the side in tonight's CFL game. It's a marquee matchup between the two best teams in the league. I also have premium picks for CFL tomorrow. And my free play today, my best bet for the show, is on the total between Winnipeg and Calgary. As I mentioned, they are the two best teams in the CFL. And of course, they come in doing quite well offensively. Calgary's 4-0, averaging 35.5 points per game. Winnipeg is 5-0, averaging just 26 points per game. But Winnipeg's coming off of a game where they scored 40 plus against BC. Winnipeg's quarterback, Zach Collaros, second in the CFL in passing. Calgary's quarterback, Bo Levi Mitchell, fourth in the CFL in passing. These are probably the two best quarterbacks in the CFL. And overall, scoring is up in the league, which is good news because coming out of the pandemic last season, the CFL really struggled through low-scoring games. The league made some changes to the rules, and it seems to be effective. 6 of the last 8 CFL games have gone over the number. Traditionally, we would see CFL totals between 50 and 55 would be around the average number. Last year, that number was down in the mid-40s, low to mid-40s. Things are picking up. Scoring is up, and these are two teams that can really put points on the board. One more thing that's pointing games to the over, which I noticed in yesterday's game in particular, is unlike the NFL, when CFL teams throw the challenge flag for things like PI, they often win those challenges. I saw a bunch of PI plays reviewed yesterday, and it seems like the video officials tend to give them those PI calls, which of course keep the offensive drives alive, leads to more scoring, leads to higher numbers. So we're looking at both these teams to combine over 48 points tonight in a marquee matchup in the CFL. Muted, Joe.
That was on Dionne. I blame Dionne for everything anyway. You know it's Mary, guys. Guys, Jesse's doing some great work in multiple sports over at Sports World, but he is our resident CFL aficionado. So go follow him, man. Just don't take advantage of this free play tonight. Go follow him, man. He is a winner. And take advantage of that great Iceman discount. Jesse and Jeff are going to be sticking around. It's my turn.
It's your turn.
It's my turn.
So take it away.
I'm in vacation mode, guys. Turn down the volume because I am very excited right now, sports fans. Since Monday, my MLB releases are a perfect 5-0. $100 bettors are up over $2,400. Today, we continue to dominate baseball with not one, not two, but three big winners for you. I have my early game winner. They are 3-0 in 2022. My home run play, which are on a 7-0 run over the last 8 or 9 days, and on an overall 51-20 run, and my coveted Grand Slam play. Over the last 5 seasons, these are documented at 75%. I had a big 5-unit winner on these the other day. I want everyone to win big today, so I'm posting. So I did post a discounted 3-pack. You get all 3 big MLB winners and get paid today. You get them individually if you want, or you get my discounted 3-pack. I think I got to post it for $25. But if you use these discounts, you get it for even cheaper. So now let's talk. I'm going to give out a bonus free play after this. So, don't tune me out. I don't, once you get the free play, stick around. Anyway, guys, for today's free play, let's go to the American League for Game 2 of the series between the Kansas City Royals and the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, folks, the Royals took Game 1 yesterday, 3-1. Their pitching staff really, they just shut down the Blue Jays lineup pretty badly. These days, that's a very odd and a very rare occurrence for the KC pitchers. I mean, really, they're ranked 27th in the league in team ERA, and they are dead last in the WHIP. That's for my good friend Jeff Michaels in the WHIP. Today, Zach Greinke takes the hill for him, the right-hander, 3-5 with a 4.52 ERA on the campaign. To be quite honest with you, if you look at his starts this season, when he faces bad lineups, he puts up good numbers. But when he faces good lineups, he puts up very poor statistics. And I feel Toronto is going to break out here today and attack the aged, and I mean aged pitcher. Speaking of pitchers, Alex Manoah takes the mound at home. The all-star right-hander, I threw that in for Jesse. The all-star right-hander, 9-4 with a 2.34 ERA on the campaign. And in 2 career outings against the Royals, he is 2-0 with a 0.00 ERA. Boom! Wow. Toronto, 5-2 the last 7 versus KC. 7-3 the last 10 at home versus right-handed starters. KC, 7-19 the last 26 on AstroTurf. 6-13 the last 19 on the road versus right-handers. Both on the mound and at the plate, the Blue Jays are significantly outclassed the Royals here, guys. Look for them to break out here and get a couple of wins before the All-Star break. Take Toronto on the run line. As far as my bonus play, guys, which I mixed them up. See, every time I do it, that was my big play. My bonus play, I agree with Dionne. For a lot of the points she said. I know it's a high price, but a win is a win. I promised everybody 2 free plays. I put the wrong play up earlier. Oh, my God. I'm in vacation mode, guys. I didn't even have a beer yet. Maybe I'll have a beer before the MLB show and I'll get it all right. Sports fans, my bonus play is the Marlins. My free play that I gave the analysis on is the Blue Jays on the run line. Dionne, we've got a couple of announcements. Let's bring everybody back. Before we go and give out announcements, Jesse, I love you. Jesse's got himself muted today. Jesse, you got to unmute yourself. So, because I want, we're going on vacation. We're not going to see you here on the shows for about 2 weeks. Any closing thoughts or comments for our viewers out there?
Yeah, Joe, I know you mentioned Manoah and the All-Star selection there. And I did tell you I'm a Blue Jays fan, but moving forward for the rest of the season, can you just keep that on the down low and keep it between us?
Well, I got to tell you, Jesse, you and I still have that bet. And Jesse and I, before the season started, we had a bet that I said the Yankees are going to finish atop the division. He said, no, the Blue Jays are going to beat the Yankees. So we have a bet whoever finishes above in the division, the other guy's got to take him to dinner. Now, I heard a rumor that Jesse, when it's his time to pay, takes you to Denny's and he tells him it's your birthday. But, Jesse, I want a place with violins and mandolins, and I want linen napkins, and I want a massage. That's a whole other story. Now, Jesse and I like to have what?
A massage?
You used to get massages at the Bacchanal room at Caesars. Nobody minded. That was okay. I'm not talking about a massage from those places on Spring Mountain Road where Robin Kraft goes.
Hey, that's a sore subject.
But no, guys, me and Jesse, we have a lot of fun. We'll have fun with this. But I'll tell you what, Jess, I'll be honest. As we talk about this major leagues, there's a lot of baseball you played. And the Yankees are showing some fatigue right now. They've lost a couple. They lost 3 in a row. Then they won. Then they lost a game yesterday. They're going to show some fatigue. I believe Severino just hit the injured list. A couple of other teams in the AL got guys off the injured list. I think the Rays and I think the Red Sox got Eovaldi and someone else off the injured list just today. So this division is far from over. Baseball is far from over. I do still like the Yankees. I think that the American League goes down to Houston and New York. The National League is up for grabs, but I'm going to tell you right now, I don't see anybody in the National League beating either Houston or New York come the fall classic if they have to face them. Said it, and I don't regret it, and I won't regret it. So let's go to Jeff Michaels before we sign off for vacation for a few weeks. Jeff, any closing thoughts or comments?
Yeah, now you got me excited. We're going, you said the Machine Gun Kelly concert. First of all, enjoy, have fun. He will be here in Cleveland. We got tickets on August 13th. So we're counting down our days for a month too. So that just adds to that excitement. But yeah, guys, I mean, plenty of big deals on Sports Memo, even though you're not going to see much, First Family Show for a week or two. That's what those all access packages are for. You don't have to hear about them every day to sign up for some of those. Get a week, come back, get another week, and fill the gap that we don't get to see the family affair or the first wrong one. Now I'm biting my tongue on it. I'm ready for football, apparently. But yeah, I guess those all access packages are good for more than just one thing. And if you don't hear about it every day, you don't need to because you got them coming in already.
Thank you. Sports fans, before we run down our games, and we got a couple of announcements, Dionne has a discount she wants to tell everybody about.
Yeah, so don't forget, like Jeff did mention, we do have that 50% off all access daily packages of $25 or more. This deal runs through the end of July, so make sure you get those.
Also, guys, later today, my last show, my swan song for the month of July before I go on vacay. Tune in to Full Count, the MLB betting coverage show. We come to you live 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to host. Joining me, Dr. Chuck, fresh off his baby boy being born a few days ago, and Kevin Thomas. So tune into that before you make any of your final Friday MLB betting decisions. Also, go to Sports Memo, Sports Memo's YouTube channel. Please hit that subscribe button. We want to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of football, and you can help us get there. My friends, we've got a few other things we'd like to tell you about. The best collection of cappers anywhere on the planet is at Sports Memo, and we each post tons of free stuff on their Twitter page. So go over to the Twitter page, Sports Memo's Twitter page, and follow them. You get free plays, you get lines, updates, you get odds, you get futures. Eric Pauly writes a lot of columns. Also, follow Dionne. What is your Twitter?
You can find me over at the First Lady of Vegas. You can find Joey over at Joe D'Amico Wins. And I believe you can find Jesse over at Jesse Schule. And you can find Jeff Michaels over at JM Sports Cle.
CLE for Cleveland. Talk about a guy that doesn't want to talk about the Toronto Blue Jays. Poor Jeff. He doesn't even want to be known as a Cleveland. I'm kidding, guys. Sports fans, we're going to run down the free plays. We got a couple last announcements, and then we're going to get out of here. Ross Benjamin, who had to take off, he had to go to Pago, had the Twins. Twins minus $1.35. Dionne, what did you have?
I'm going with the Marlins.
Jeff, what did you have?
I got Colorado minus at 145.
The body himself, Jesse Schule.
Over 48 in the Stampeders, Bombers, and the CFL.
What about you?
What do you mean, what about me? What about you, baby? What's up? Yeah. All right, your sexy and savory host. His big play that he messed up with the batter earlier. The Blue Jays minus a run and a half. That's the winner. My bonus play, the Marlins. I agree with Dionne. Great minds think alike. My friends,
it's that time.
It's that time. Dionne, take us out of here.
Yeah, so we are going to be on hiatus for videos through July. We are going to miss you, but we will be back August 1st with some more video content. But you can still get mine and Joey's premium plays and free plays posted over at Sports Memo. We will still be posting games even though we are on vacation. We just will be not doing any videos, but we will return August 1st with more content.
Well, we won't be doing any videos for public. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. My friends, listen, subscribe. We want you to subscribe. We want to hit 10,000 by the end of football. And we can't do it without your help. Also, we've got those great discounts that are flopping around everywhere. On top of that, head over to sportsmemo.com for more information about daily picks, seasonal practice promos, and plenty more. Don't forget Jesse's discount. It is up on his page over at Sportsmemo. He's a winner all year round, but follow him in July and August. You're going to football with a bankroll. My friends, we are on vacation, the First Family, right now. So, having said that, from all of us to all of you, good luck and have a winning day.